Love is the ultimate healing frequency. It is of God. And everyone has that healing frequency within them. You have the healing frequency of God within you, and it is called love. Not the kind of love that you have for food or for other human beings. It can be something you give, though, something that is within inside you. Good morning, everybody. My name is William Michael Forbes. I'm a spiritual medium, a channel, and an intuitive life coach. And today I have with me the energy of the Ascended, who want to take us on this little journey of experiencing and remembering that you have within you a healing frequency, a power that beats your heart, digests your food, circulates your blood. And our sciences are now beginning to reveal the existence of this power, although they won't have those names for it. They won't have those names for it. You know, science is recognizing there's a force that is represented by such phenomena as quantum entanglement. Science is getting very close to understanding this omnipresent energy that interconnects all things one to another. What science will call that field of infinite energy is also known in many religious and philosophical teachings as God. And the journey that we're going to be taken on today is a journey of love. Not the love you have for like a candy bar or chocolate or your coffee or you love the sunset. No, this is not an external phenomenon. This is an internal reality, the source of your being. And I've been told and have been told now for 6 years that each and every human being has some perception, some inkling of what love is. Now, as much as love is not what you feel between yourself and your food, or yourself and a friend or a partner, or what you feel between the sunset and the earth, those elements, if you feel disconnected from love, those elements that you find that make you feel good, well, it is that good feeling inside you that you feel about something, not the something, but the feeling you have inside you, that good feeling about something. So it's not the something you're after, it's what's inside you that you're after. Remembering that what is inside you is very different than what is outside of you. But that good feeling, oh, I love my water, I love the air, oh, I love the birds, that feeling you get inside yourself when you say, I love something. It's not the thing that you're after. It's not the thing from where that emotion of feeling good is derived from, but that good feeling inside you is one of the pillars that represents the divine temple of love in its completion inside you. And so that good feeling, we're going to have you leverage that good feeling you have about someone or something. You're going to leverage that feeling and you're going to strengthen it and build it inside yourself. You must understand that love is the ultimate frequency for healing. It is of God. And you can call it energy, you can call it consciousness, you can call it what you will, the quantum field. It does not matter what you will call the thing. The thing is what it is, irrespective of the name you give it. You can take an apple and the same apple will have many different names from many different languages, from many different countries. They'll say, oh, that is this and that is that. There are many different names for trees, although it is about the same tree. And so you might have many different definitions of what love is, but inside you, the truth of what love is can be revealed when you begin to explore it. If you can put away the distractions of the environment and allow yourself to go inward and stay connected inward to find that foundation of love inside yourself, you can be distracted from it and even ignorant of it because of your distractions. But I can assure you that inside you right now, there is a vibration called love, and it heals you, and it will heal others through you. Master Jesus knew well about this power of love inside him. He called it the Father. He called it God. And he channeled that energy to other people. He would allow the energy of God to flow through him, the function of love. And so when the Ascended came to me this morning, he said, it's important you understand that love is the ultimate healing frequency, and it is of God. It is God. Love is God. And today we want you to consider what is something in your life that has made you feel the best you've ever felt. We want you to consider right now what in your life has made you feel the best you have ever felt. And the reason we're asking you to do this is we want you to connect to the strongest feeling of good within yourself, because goodness is an essential alignment to the frequency of love. So take a few moments to consider what has made you, that you've experienced in this world, made you feel the best inside. Whether it's graduating as a valedictorian, or writing a book, or helping another human being, or being helped, or being given a gift. What is the most powerful moment of good you've had in your life? Because we want you to leverage what you already have to nurture it, to grow and expand. So that feeling, again, even if you've got drug addiction, or you've got substance abuse issues, doesn't matter what, even your addictions are connected to that essential goodness inside yourself. It's not the thing out there that gives you the good feeling. The good feeling happens within you. Yes, that thing might make you feel good as you go towards it, but the feeling of good inside you, the feeling that makes you want it and need it, is inside you. The feeling that makes you want and need the thing, even if the thing is not good for you, the feeling for wanting it, needing it, is already inside you. It's not the thing itself in your environment that gives you the good feeling. That feeling is already there. Yes, you may indulge in the thing and get certain feelings in your sensations, but the want and the desire for it is within you. The want to feel that goodness is already inside you. In consideration of this, we would ask that you would evaluate what is the thing, the event, the moment in your life where when you experienced that thing, you felt the most good inside yourself. And take a few moments to connect to that feeling. Take a few moments to connect to the thing you know made you feel the best you've ever felt in your life. It could be something you had in a relationship before. It could be something going on in your life right now, but there's something that, because it's happening in your world or has happened in your life, it made you feel the most good you've ever felt. And it won't stop there, because once you start to give attention to that feeling inside yourself, it is going to begin to grow. And our short meditation today is going to be about experiencing, strengthening, and empowering that good feeling to grow inside you, rather than trying to get it from out there, to nurture it inside yourself. And for those of you that are just coming on right now, I'll just simply say, take a few moments to connect inside yourself to a feeling of goodness that you remember or know. That feeling of goodness could be related to an event, a circumstance, doesn't matter. The goal here is to get connected to a feeling within yourself that is good. And sometimes you might need to access a memory, or you can even access a possibility that maybe something wonderful could happen. You might win a lottery or meet the love of your life or have something wonderful happen to you. Any conception that will connect you to a good feeling inside is what we're after right now, so that you can get connected to a feeling of goodness within your own being. That feeling of goodness is the keyhole through which you can go and connect to a greater good inside yourself. But first, connect to that feeling of essential goodness inside. Let yourself feel that feeling of goodness. Notice where you feel that feeling in your body. For everything in your life lives within you. So feel in your body where your feeling of goodness is strongest. Is it in your heart, that feeling of goodness, when you consider that possibility or remember that event? Do you feel it in your head? Do you feel it throughout your whole body? Connect to that foundational feeling of good within you. It can be anything that stimulates that feeling of good, but it must be something that you know that because of experiencing it, you felt good. You see, the things in the world that make you feel good are stimulating a feeling that is already within you. But you have been taught to believe that the world is only outside of you. So as you get connected to that good feeling inside, just close your eyes and bring yourself close to that good feeling. Notice how and where it lives in your body. Bring yourself to that good feeling. Bring yourself to it. Get as close to it as you can. You can use something you remember to keep yourself aware of that good feeling inside. Or you can use something you would hope or have been praying for. But whatever it is that you choose something that stimulates within you a feeling that is good. And as you become more familiar and comfortable with that feeling, imagine this, that you can breathe your breath into that good feeling, like you can draw your breath into that good feeling. And that as you do, that good feeling, allow that good feeling to expand and fill your body. Just use your breath, draw your breath in to that good feeling, and allow the good feeling to expand as if you're filling a balloon or a container with something as you draw your breath in. Keep all of your focus on that good feeling. Continue to breathe in, filling that feeling of goodness up with your breath. When your breath is full, hold your breath and hold the feeling. And then exhale. Notice how the feeling has changed inside your body. And then take another breath and fill that good feeling with your breath some more. Keep your attention on the good feeling and how it changes as you draw your breath in. And when your lungs are full, hold the breath. Hold that good feeling in your body. And then exhale. and pay attention to how the feeling has changed. And then draw your breath in again to that good feeling, using your breath to fill that good feeling in the body up again. And when your breath is full, hold it. Hold that good feeling with your breath in the body. And then when you exhale, be aware of how the body feels with that good feeling in it. Understand that you are beginning to nurture the good that you recognize in yourself. And to whatever you give your attention, you offer energy. And this is what we would suggest you do, that is this function of giving attention to the good in yourself, whatever that goodness is for you, that you begin to cultivate and nurture it like a seed. That focusing on this good feeling within you, you begin to build up a vibration. You begin to focus on the energy of good. As you continue to do this, this function of energy begins to get stronger. You're literally drawing your breath into that feeling and expanding it within you. And notice that there are 2 steps to the process. Some of you may already know that good feeling in yourself. And for those of you that do not know, remember something that made you feel good inside. And once you recognize where that good feeling from that event lives in your body, now you will know where good lives in you, in your body. And by using your breath and drawing it into that goodness and expanding it and filling your body with that good feeling, you're beginning to nurture, develop, and add energy to that good feeling. The more you do this, the more you're shifting your vibration into the frequency of good, which is ultimately going to lead to the experience of a very good state of feeling, where you begin to feel so much good, because that is what you are beginning to nurture and give your attention to by drawing your breath into that good feeling. And by giving your attention to that good feeling, you are strengthening it, amplifying it, increasing its power within you by your will. Now, this good feeling, as it gets stronger and stronger, increases the strength of its frequency. And goodness amplified will ultimately lead to experiencing love. When you focus on the good within you, and you keep your attention on the good, you keep expanding that frequency, that feeling, you'll shift it from being good gradually towards feeling better and better and better. And if you continue to focus on this process of increasing your attention and your breath towards that good feeling, ultimately you'll develop and cultivate that feeling into the vibrational frequency of love, which is of God. Goodness is of God. Love is of God. And so in giving your attention to the good, you will ultimately lead yourself to the ultimate good. Your capacity to keep your attention focused on that good vibration inside yourself, your ability to use the breath of your body to fill that goodness in your body while giving it attention. Over a period of time, you'll develop a familiarity with it, and you'll develop an understanding that there is a goodness in you. It is not the things of this world that will give you your sense of goodness. Things of this world can make you feel good physically, but that the goodness that you seek from the things of this world is the goodness that already lives within you as the life that flows through your body, the divine. the divine that is within you. As equally as fear is considered to be that which you would call evil, so too the frequency of love is considered to be good. And in aligning yourself to this good feeling, you shift your energy and attention away from fear. Even if it's for but a little while, that little bit of a movement from fear to love, simply by focusing on the good inside you, the feeling of goodness inside you. And you can activate that feeling of goodness even if you are not feeling it right now. You can activate that feeling of goodness by remembering something that made you feel good. Remembering anything or anticipating something that would make you feel good. Even if it is something as unusual as winning a lottery or finding someone you love. Anything that you can use to generate a connection to the goodness that is within you will be sufficient enough to lead you away from fear and back on the steps to love. This function of love, which is the life of God within you, is what you ultimately are, and which many of you are seeking to become, a function of love. This is the simplest and easiest starting point for anyone to begin the journey away from your suffering towards love. To know that it is not the things of the world. Yes, you may eat this and you may drink that and you may take this and you may be with that person and it causes you to feel something inside. But the feeling inside is already inside you. That if you give it attention, you'll begin to nurture it. And the ultimate good is within you. The kingdom of God is within you. The kingdom of love is within you. And so you can use the things of this world to reconnect to that essential vibration of goodness, which ultimately, when given enough attention, evolves and develops into the function of love within you. For those of you that know love and know joy, the process will be more consuming in a positive way. That if you already know what love is as a feeling for you within, then your giving attention to that will strengthen and activate that. And so there are many different degrees of starting. Those of you that might be in the darkest place in your life right now can still recall or remember a moment where you felt good. And in the moment you can remember that feeling of good, you will automatically connect to that now. And in so doing, you'll begin a process of disconnecting from your suffering, simply by giving attention to that good feeling in yourself. And if you had the thing that you desired or wanted, if you had it right now, what would you feel? You would feel good. And that feeling of goodness that you would feel inside yourself is what we speak of. That the moment you connect to that sensation, that vibration, that feeling of good within you, and you give it attention and you use your breath to fill it and to expand it in your body, then you begin the journey back home. You begin the journey back to love, as good is the seed that grows into the full expression of love when that seed is nurtured and cultivated with your attention. To sit in that sensation, even if it is the memory or the anticipation of something good, you are connecting to it now. It is not about the thing outside you, but the thing that is within you that we refer to. That the true nature of your function is love and goodness, the life that is within you. And that your ability to stimulate and cultivate that feeling of goodness liberates you from your suffering. Even if it is but for a moment, that you remember that time, or you anticipate the idea, oh, I have my new home, and I have my new relationship, and I have all the money I need, and it makes you feel good. The idea makes you feel good inside, and it is that good inside you that is more important than the thing that stimulates it. To be connected to the inner goodness that is natural to you, to what you are, and that vibration of goodness that is within you, when it is nurtured, begins a process of transforming and changing your biology. It begins and initiates a process of healing. You begin to initiate a process of your own healing simply by giving attention to the function and fundamental sensation of goodness within you. While many of you will seek to pursue things in the world to get that good feeling, that the moment you get that thing, it does not eliminate the truth that the thing itself is not what makes you feel good. The thing itself merely makes you aware of what is good inside you. I feel good that I have this, you say. I feel good that I met this person. It is not the thing or the person that we would ask you to pursue, but that feeling of innate goodness that you experience. And so connecting to the rudimentary nature of your innate goodness is the goal here. Love is the ultimate healing frequency, and the seed is within you. The seed of the foundation of goodness is within you. And your ability to stay intimately connected to that, your awareness of that goodness within you, to keep your attention there. As you keep your attention there, that feeling will grow and expand. And when you use your breath, draw your breath into that good feeling and let the breath of your breath fill that feeling. Let it expand into your body. You'll increase and strengthen that vibration of goodness within you, which will ultimately lead you to the experience of your true nature, which is love. Your true nature, which is love. When they first came to me this morning, it was around 2:00 in the morning when they came and said, this is what we want to share with you, that love is the ultimate healing frequency. And that's wonderful. It really is wonderful. It's what Jesus taught. He understands and knows that the function of love is healing. And his unwavering love allowed him to consistently and repeatedly demonstrate miracles. And he also stated that which is in him is in you right now. Love is within you right now. It's the fundamental core of what you are. And they really wanted you to consider this today, that love is what you are, what you need to remember about who you are. Because once you start to remember that you are love, once you start to consider that that's a possibility, you will begin to heal mentally, emotionally, physically. When you remember that you are a function, a product of love's creation, and then your demeanor will change too, because you'll know you're a function, an extension of love. Yes, I know. So there are other elements, of course, to that there are people that will do things that are evil and not good and bad. And they have the free will to do that, as you have the free will to suffer or the free will to heal. The one gift that we were given was free will to get closer to or further from love. And again, there's an effect for every cause. But I wanted to just simply articulate a message in that form today. We had a really wonderful night last night with our Patreon only live event where Master Jesus came through, and he was taking us all on a journey of cultivating a greater love and peace for all of humanity. which is really important at this time, a greater love and peace for all humanity. And it was, for those of you that are my patrons that didn't make it last night, the replay of last night's Patreon's Only live event is up on the group wall now, and it was an amazing experience to have the Master walk us through that process of really connecting to the love that lives within you and then offering that to others, which is what all the Ascended Masters do. You know, Archangel Michael, Raphael, Jesus, Buddha, Yogananda, many of these ascended beings function and live from their perspective of love. And there's different degrees and intensity of that love. Yogananda and Jesus achieved a very high level of communion with love to the point where they realized, I and the Father are one. I am now pure love. I am pure life. And that's an amazing thing to know. And that you can know that too. Yeah, it's really cool. Hi. Yeah, please do watch it, Drusilla. You're going to love it. Hi, when does Masterclass 102 start? Thank you. Masterclass 102 starts March the 29th and runs through to March the 29th and runs through till April the 18th. Masterclass 101, which is our awakening program, where you get introduced to connecting to your guides, your angels, the Ascended Masters, and you learn from them, right? You'll learn the simplest and easy ways if you really want to end your suffering and your confusion, your frustration, or if you want to enhance or expand or increase things in your life that you want to change. Masterclass 101 is about awakening yourself to the different possibilities for your mind, your body, your emotions. There are things you'll learn in that class about how to heal your body, how to heal your mind, that you can learn very simple and easy to apply practices that will let you overcome your suffering, your depression, your anxiety, or increase and enhance what you're already feeling good about in your life, how to improve what you already have. Wouldn't that be nice to be able to do that? To know that there are simple ways you can learn to overcome the challenges that you face in your mind or the challenge that you face in the world. There are simple, easy to learn practices that you can be taught in a very short period of time. Every master class runs about 3 weeks. Our Masterclass 101 Awakening begins March the 1st. You've got just under 3 weeks to register, and I highly encourage you to go register today. Don't wait, don't delay. It's 3 whole weeks. You'll be working with 5 different instructors over that 3-week period. It's $199 US, very inexpensive for a 3-week program in which you'll be getting personal guidance and instruction. You'll learn how to connect to your guides and your angels. You'll learn to connect to Master Jesus or Buddha or God, or those beings that you know can uplift you and inspire you. You can learn to reconnect even to your loved ones energetically. Right? It's a course that could certainly alter your life. And I know that when you begin to receive and get guidance from outside of yourself, it can be profoundly life-changing. You know, when I wanted to end my life, 45 years ago, when I wanted to end my life, if I had not asked on that moment on the bridge when I was about to finally jump off, if I had not had that last thought, if there was anybody that could help me, I had that last thought. And then I heard John's voice speak, my guardian angel. And hearing his voice completely changed my life. And you have guides and you have angels that you can learn to hear. Not this, because we can be in lives that are the same stuff, different day. The same people, the same events, the same job, the same things every day. And we're stuck in that loop. Wouldn't it be nice to get out of that loop? To know that you can connect to information, guidance, that can take you out of the same stuff, different day process. You didn't come here to live a mundane, unhappy life. You came here to learn to create. And Masterclass 101 is your starting point. For those students that had taken our last Masterclass 101 that you had to go off and do other things. Yes, Masterclass 102 begins shortly after Masterclass 101 finishes. Masterclass 102 is called Liberation, and it's where you begin the process of disentangling yourself from the fears and the angers and the guilt and the shame and the past that hold you bound to it. It's a very exciting process, liberation. But you got 3 more weeks to register. Don't wait, because it usually fills up very quickly during these 3 weeks. So you want to take advantage of that. Go to my website, williammichaelforbes.com, and click on the courses tab and register for Masterclass 101. You'll see on that page all the details about what you'll be learning. The tools you'll be needing. You'll need a deck of angel cards because they're a tool for helping open up these non-physical faculties you have: clairvoyance, clairaudience, clairsentience, claircognizance, your non-physical senses that let you comprehend and apprehend the invisible world, just like your 5 physical senses let you comprehend and apprehend the physical world. You live in 2 worlds: a visible world and a visible world and an invisible world. And there's different senses for each. Your eyes let you see the physical world. Your inner eye lets you see the spiritual world. And you need to learn to open up both. If you're stuck only in listening to the physical world, it's like going through life with one hand tied behind your back. But when you open up these internal senses and you begin to receive and acquire guidance from your guides, your angels, even from God, from Jesus, Buddha, and you start to avail yourself of the invisible realm, it can really enhance and improve the way you operate in this visible realm. So you want to use one to support the other. But again, register sooner rather than later. Someone said, I cried during the meditation session. Yeah, it was pretty amazing. It was really amazing. Hi, Lisa. Good to see you. Welcome. I got that. Okay, we're good. We got a small and mighty group today. Hi, everybody. Good. If you already have angel cards, just bring them with you. If you already have angel cards, you can bring them with you. Remember, things like angel cards and crystals, and they are just tools. They, in and of themselves, have no functional power, but they are tools that will help you to activate your inner spiritual abilities. So it's just a tool. It's not something you become dependent upon. Although you can use the cards very effectively at using them as a focal point to connect to different information, but that's all it is. You can learn to connect to these other realms of information eventually without the cards or without the crystals, without those things. You can, like Jesus does and Buddha does, talk directly to the source. You can ultimately get to that place. Where was the program from last night? That's on my Patreon page, patreon.com/William Michael Forbes. And it was the event with Master Jesus on contributing more peace and love to all of humanity. And it was a very short discussion and a very deep and profound experience of love for me and for others that were there last night. Yeah, if you want to become a member of my Patreon page, you can certainly go do that. We have 2 Patreon-only live events that happen on the 7th and 21st of every month. The one on the 21st is members can have 2 events they can participate in, and the one on the 7th is for our Tier 1 level patrons. But you can sign up as a patron. I believe there's also a free 7-day trial there. Hi. Is there any guidance coming through for me? I hope you're listening, Marissa. Is that Marissa or Melissa? Melissa, hi Melissa. I hope you're listening, because it's been coming through all morning. Question. Could you send my love to Spirit and the guides, and if they wish to give any message, I'd love to hear. Hello, Rainbow Patty. How you doing? Yeah. You have to let go of the remnants You have to let go of the remnants of despair that you still hold. I'm feeling that you store that despair at the back of your heart. You hold the energy of despair at the back of your heart, is what they're telling me. And you need to release that last little bit of despair from the back of your heart. And I'm being told to tell you it will swing a door open for you. Because it's like that's been holding this door shut in your life. You need to release the last of that despair from behind your heart. Right? A lot of people don't know you store memories and emotions in your body. If you're holding on to anger or rage or guilt or shame or fear, you've been taught that or been holding on to it, it will block you from being able to make the changes you need to make in your life. Like Patty's describing that sensation of despair. She wanted a message and she found that she got despair at the back of her heart that needs to be released from her body and ultimately released from her mind. Thank you. Yes, Sri Lama. Question, my nephew is a teenager and he's having issues, depression. What can we do for him? Thank you. Well, first and foremost, one of the best things you can do for him is get him some support. Depending on, he's a teenager, then you speak to his mother and have his mother arrange a session for him. Have her book a reading with me, and she can sit with her son. Depression is because one is stuck in the past. It could be the past from this life. It could be from the past of another life. But depression is always about the past, and anxiety is always about the future. Right? And when you're a teenager, it's a very difficult place because you've got different biological processes happening that play on you, because children are not taught that the body is not who they are, that the urges of the body are not themselves. And clearly something's happened to your nephew in the past that's really hurting him. He hasn't liberated it from his mind, and he hasn't spoken to anybody about it. He hasn't spoken to anybody about it. He doesn't know what to say or how to say it. And I know that from personal experience. I was going through a very terrible time with being abused, and I'm not saying that your nephew's experiencing something like that, but to be depressed, you must have experienced something painful that you are holding on to. He's experienced something painful. So something's happened in his life. His parents have gotten divorced, or somebody very close to him has passed away. But something that has emotionally put him into a low vibrational state that's happened in the past, and he's stuck in the memory of that emotion, quite simply. But I would encourage you to tell his mother to book a session. We can go deeply into that, and he'll be able to let that go pretty quickly. Teenagers are very resilient, especially when they get the right information and knowledge. Yeah, thank you so much. Let's see what we got going on here. Okay, well, I think we're clear for today. Listen, you want to get rid of your shame and your fear and your guilt. You are not your shame. You are not your fear. You are not your anxiety. You are not your guilt. You have shame. You have fear. You have anxiety and you have guilt that's trapped inside your body. And you do not know how to release it from your body. You need to learn how to release, change, and transform emotional energies within yourself. Our masterclass series are structured in a very specific hierarchical fashion. Step by step will take you from the very beginning of learning how to relax and release tension from your mind and body to the place of experiencing and expressing love and doing the things you want to do with your life. Go to my website, WilliamMichaelForbes.com. You can either book a reading with me if you want to do something really intense and really quickly. A reading will put you in touch with your guides and your angels and guidance that you will not find anywhere else. It can be a real springboard into a whole new era for yourself. Again, you can get all that information from my website. Or you can click on the Linktree link below any of my YouTube videos, or the Linktree link on my TikTok profile. If you're on Facebook and you're hearing this on Facebook, then you can find that on my Facebook business page, which is William Michael Forbes. Not my personal Facebook, my business. Hi. Can you give me a focus for today for healing from spirit? Yes, Kim. Focus on anything in your life that has made you feel good. Focus on anything in your life that has made you feel good. And become aware of where that good feeling lives in your body. And then give all of your attention to the good feeling. Just the feeling. Once you feel that good feeling. So say, even if you got an addiction, your desire for the addiction, the substance, your desire for it is a feeling you want to have, about a feeling you want to have. And when you get that thing that makes you think it makes you feel a certain way, but it plugs you in to a feeling that's already inside you. So anything that stimulates an awareness of good inside your body, bring your attention to that feeling of good. Keep your attention on it, and like the Ascended had us do earlier, feel that good feeling in your body and breathe in. And yet let your breath, as you draw your breath in, fill that good feeling. Let that breath expand and fill that good feeling in your body. And continue with that for about 10 or 15 minutes. And you'll be feeling very different. You'll start to feel a shift in your energy. And ultimately, as you build that feeling of goodness, that goodness will become joy. That joy will become happiness. That happiness will become love, and that love will become bliss. As you nurture your goodness inside yourself, it will grow and evolve like anything else. Thank you so much. Let's clear that out. There we go. But I'm really honored, privileged. I want to say thank you to everybody for coming out today. I want to thank the Ascended for being present with us. And again, have yourselves a wonderful and joyful day. Hard to find good feelings with this fear of cancer, but I believe in healing. Again, emotions, in order for an emotion to become a disease, hear this very carefully, in order for an emotion to become a disease, and this is outside of the fact that you can be eating certain things or exposing yourself to environmental chemicals and things that can affect something like a manifestation of what you call cancer. Emotion, especially if they're negative, anger, fear, guilt, shame, if they're held onto for a long period of time, they'll go from simply being something you suppress, that they'll go through a process of becoming just a feeling, a sensation, and then ultimately as you accumulate more and more of that emotion and suppress and repress more of it in the body, it will go from being just an emotion to a psychosomatic sensation, and then ultimately to a physical condition. But the moment you can release the emotion, that's what Jesus taught. The moment you can release the emotion from your body and from your mind, your fear, your anger, your guilt, your shame, the moment you can know how to release it, to let it go, which is basically forgiveness. Letting go of something means to forgive it. And so the moment you can start to release the emotion, the fear, in your case, the fear that you have inside you, to release and let go of that fear, to embrace the fear with your love and grace, which is what Jesus does when he heals. He embraces your sin with his love and his grace, and his love and grace transforms it. Well, you can do that too. You can feel your fear and give your love and grace to it, and you will transform it. You can learn that process. Take the master classes. You'll learn different ways of eating. You'll learn different ways of thinking. You'll learn different ways of being. That will result in healing happening. We have it happen with many students who go through different forms of healing throughout the program. Anyway, I want to say thank you so much to everybody for coming out. Remember to like, subscribe, and share this information with other people. And it's wonderful. You're very welcome. Please do that. Do not waste your time in suffering when you can grace your suffering with love. I want to wish you all a wonderful and a joyful day. Much love, and I'll see you on Monday on the Monday edition of Shortcuts for Your Soul. Bye for now.